Welcome students. I am J.K. Kumbar sir, assistant teacher in K.A. Bantiya Madhyamik Vidyalaya Navin Panvel. In previous play, we have seen practice set 3.1 in circle chapter. Now we are going to see next point, next article is touching circles. You know the meaning of touching. If the circles are touches to each other, if circles are touches to each other, that means this type, touches, only touch. If circles are touches to each other, it is called touching circles. There are two types of touching circles. How many types? There are two types of touching circles. One is externally touching circles and second one is internally touching circles. The meaning of externally touching circles is in that word. This is figure of externally touching circles and this is figure of internally touching circles. If circles are intersecting outside the circles, then these circles is called as externally touching circles. These circles are intersecting in internally of circles and therefore these circles are called as internally touching circles. Here is also point C is one and only one point is point of contact, and here is also point R is one and only one point of contact. Now here A and B are centers. A and B are centers, and if we want the distance between these two externally touching circles, very simple meaning, AC is radius and BC is also radius. If we want distance AB, means distance between their centers, then AC plus BC, that is the distance between their centers, means if circles are externally touching, the distance between their centers is the sum of its corresponding radii. Means AB is equal to AC plus BC. AC and BC are the radii of these circles. And then P is center of larger circle and Q is center of smaller circle, and distance PQ is the distance between their centers of these internally touching circles. If circles are internally touching, the distance between their centers is the subtraction of this corresponding radius. That means here we can write PQ is equal to PR is the radius of bigger circle and QR is the radius of smaller circle. That means PQ is equal to PR minus QR. That means in sentence we can say that if circles are internally touching circles, then and then only the distance between their centers is equal to the subtraction of that corresponding radii. And if circles are externally touching, then and then only the distance between their centers is the sum of its corresponding radii. Draw this figure and write the distance between their corresponding centers. Now we are going to see the next point. Write down all these things in your notebook. Examples are based on this formula. Then there is one practice set 3.2. Practice set 3.2 based on the externally and internally touching circles. There are only 5 examples. We are going to see only 3 examples. Remaining 2 examples, try to solve yourself. First example, write down in your notebook also. 2 circles having radii 3.5 cm, and 4.8 cm touch each other internally. Find the distance between their centers. Find distance between their centers. See, very easy examples. Internally is important word here. Circles are internally touching. Radius of first circle, let R1 is equal to 3.5 cm and R2 is equal to 4.8 cm. Here circles are internally touching circles. Circles are internally touching circles, and you know, if circles are internally touching, then the distance between their center is the subtraction of corresponding radii. Therefore, here circles are internally touching circles. Therefore, distance between their centers is subtraction of corresponding its radii, and therefore distance is equal to, here R2 is the bigger number of 3.5, and therefore here distance is equal to R2 minus R1 is equal to 4.8 minus 3.5 is equal to 8 minus 5 is 3 and 3 plus 1 is 4, that means 1.3 cm. Means distance between their centers is equal to 1.3 is a required answer. Therefore, distance between their centers is 1.3 cm is required answer. Very easy examples are there. If circles are internal and external touching, see there carefully and then write the formula. Any problem in this example? Nothing. Very good. Then write down this example and we are going to see the next one, that is second one. Second one is two circles of radii. Two circles of radii 5.5 cm and 4.2 cm touch each other. Touch each other externally. Externally. Find the distance between their centers. Find distance between their centers. Solution. Which is important word here? Circles are externally touching, and we know If circles are externally touching, the distance between their centers is the sum of its corresponding radii. Let R1 is first radii 5.5 cm and R2 is equal to 4.2 cm. Here circles are externally touching circles and therefore distance between their centers is sum of its corresponding radii and therefore distance between their centers is equal to R1 plus R2. Here R1 is 5.5 plus R2 is 4.2. 5 plus 2 7, 5 plus 4 9 cm, means 9.7 centimeter is the required answer, and therefore distance between their centers is equal to 9.7 cm. Answer according to example. Where is examples? See there only. If circles are internally or externally touching circle, use the simple formula and you can find the required answer. Any problem in this example? Very good. Write down this, and then we are going to see the next one. Is fourth example. Fourth one. Figure is already given. Circles are externally touching. Circles are externally touching. Center P and Q. Then point of contact is R. Draw this figure. Here is point A and here is point B. See example in your textbook. I am writing here direct given and to prove. Given P and Q centered circles. Point R is point of contact. And here we have to prove. First one, segment AP is parallel to segment DQ. First we have to prove there are three types of we have to prove here. First one is segment AP is parallel to segment QB. We have to prove these two segments are parallel. In ninth standard, you are already known the test of parallel lines. Which are test of parallel lines? By alternate angle, corresponding angle, and by interior angle. From these three tests of parallel lines, we can use any one test here and we can prove these two segments are parallel. See here only, here in triangle APR, PA and PR are the radii of same circle. That means this triangle is isosceles triangle and therefore these two angles are congruent angles. In this triangle, QR and QB are the radii of same circle and therefore these two angles are congruent. These two angles are congruent, these two angles are congruent, but these two angles are also congruent because these are the vertically opposite angles. This is equal to this equal to this equal to this, and therefore first angle is congruent to this angle and these are the alternate angle and therefore AP is parallel to QB. By alternate angle test we can prove this statement here. Now proof. In triangle APR, PA is congruent to PR. Radii of same circle. Therefore, angle P. Therefore, angle PAR is congruent to angle PRA because triangle APR is isosceles triangle. Now, angle ARP is congruent to angle QRB. Vertically opposite angle. Then in triangle QRB, QR is equal to QB. QR is congruent to QB. Radii of same circle, and therefore angle QRB is congruent to angle QBR because triangle QRB is isosceles triangle. Now see this one. Suppose this is first one, this is second one, and this is third one. From 1, 2 and 3, from 1, 2 and 3 means these two angles are congruent, these two angles are congruent, these two angles are congruent, therefore first and last will be congruent, and therefore angle PAR is congruent to angle QBR. That means angle PAB. Therefore, angle PAB is congruent to angle QBA. angle same but names are only different, and therefore segment AP we can write here from 1, 2 and 3 from above, and therefore segment AP is parallel to segment BQ by alternate angle test. By alternate angle test means we can prove first one is segment AP is parallel to segment QB by alternate angle test, and this alternate angle test is already known in 9th standard. Okay, any problem? Nothing. Very good. Now second one, write down this proof, and now we are going to see second to prove is triangle APR is similar triangle RQB. We have to prove these two triangles are similar. How? You know the test of similar triangles by AA test, by SAS test, and by AAA test, by SSS test. Here in first point we see these two angles are congruent. Now we know these two angles are congruent, means in these two triangles these two pairs are congruent, and therefore these two triangles are similar by AA test. These two angles are congruent by vertically opposite, and these two angles are congruent from above proof. Very simple proof. Triangle APR is similar triangle RQB. In triangle APR, and triangle RQB, angle ARP is congruent angle QRB. Vertically opposite. Then angle APAR is congruent to angle QBR. From above, and therefore triangle APR is similar triangle RQB by AA test. Enough. This is very simple method. Only we have to prove here these two triangles are similar, and these triangles are similar by AA test. Write down this. And now third one. There are three parts in same example. Third part is find angle RQB. Find angle RQB. If angle PAR is equal to 35 degree. In our figure, angle PAR is 35. This angle is given, and we have to find here angle RQB, means measure of this angle. Now we know In second part of this example, these two angles are congruent because these angles are alternate angles or corresponding angles of similar triangles. In triangle PAR, or we know in second part of this example, triangle PAR is similar triangle QBR, and therefore angle PAR is congruent angle QBR. Here PAR is 35, is already given, is equal to angle QBR. QBR, and therefore angle QBR is equal to 35 degree. Corresponding angle of similar triangle. Now this one is 35 degree and this one is 35 degree. Now in this triangle, this one is 35. This triangle is isosceles triangle, therefore this angle is also 35 degree. Therefore angle QRB is equal to 35 degree. Triangle QRB, because triangle QRB is isosceles triangle. Now you know, in any triangle the sum of three angle is 180, means angle QRB plus angle QBR plus angle RQB is equal to 180. Here this one 35 and 35 is known. 180 minus 70, 110 is required angle. Now in triangle BQR, angle QRB plus angle QBR plus angle RQB is 180. Property of any triangle, the sum of three angles of any triangle is 180, and therefore these two angles are 35 plus 35 plus angle RQB, this one, is equal to 180. 70 plus angle RQB is equal to 180, and therefore angle RQB is equal to 180 minus 70, and therefore angle RQB is equal to 110 degree. This is a required answer from this third part of example. Now only two examples are remain. Try to solve yourself. If any problem, you can ask me. Okay? Any problem? Good.